Tony Olisoff from New Zealand, and I'm here at Watkins Glen, wonderful, wonderful racetrack, racing with the SVRA guys. There's a whole bunch of us Formula Junior fellas. We've come over from New Zealand, Australia and the United Kingdom, and we're racing the 2016 International Tour, celebrating 60 years of Formula Junior. And the car that I'm racing, that you can see behind me here, it's a 1960 Emeryson Experimental Elfin MK1. It's a one-only car, and it was actually built for a chap by the name of Robert Dankin Jr. in Long Island, New York. So it came directly to here about May, June 1960 and debuted either at Lime Rock or at Bridgehampton. And 1995 it ended up being taken from Petaluma to New Zealand, got restored, and it's been mine since 2010. And I've done a bit of work on it. We can only do so much and keep it period correct, and I do want to keep it right. My car is unusual. It was built as a development of a Formula 3 250cc car, which the builder, Peter Emery, put the engine at the front, where all the other cars, the motorcycle engines, were being put in the rear. So he extended that design, put it in the front with a BMC A-series engine, 995cc's, Volkswagen gearbox, an old split case version, upside down in the front, and it's a front wheel drive car. Very unusual, but he thought that the FIA were going to change from standing starts to rolling starts in 1960, which would give it an advantage. But BMC engines, we're down on power against the Ford, so, but it's a fun car, and it's pretty fast in corners.
So you must go to the grid praying for rain.
There are some days I tease the guys that I'm doing a rain dance in the evenings before races, and I get some pretty ugly looks, but in rain it's good. We had a fabulous session at both Mossport and Mid-Ohio. In Mid-Ohio I turned out around 8 seconds a lap faster than the next best, but unfortunately it was a sunny day for racing. Duncan Rebelliati has put Formula Junior on a world map. It really is now an FIA sanctioned series. There's hundreds and hundreds of cars all over the world, and to celebrate 60 years we've had racing in England and in Europe. The first big tour was actually South Africa, then back to Europe, then it went to Australia, a tour there. January this year we had a tour through New Zealand. That was 5 races in 5 consecutive weekends through the length of the country. So it's an ordeal for the racers as much as the racing. And then we've come to the United States. So we've had 2 legs here, a middle leg and then an East Coast leg. Some of the guys also raced Laguna Seca. And now we've finished the tour pretty much. Oh, sorry, we got one more run at Elkhart Lake. And then a bunch of us are shipping our cars back off to the United Kingdom for the Baltic tour next year. That's in Latvia, Lithuania and Sweden.
Explain to me this, because I'm looking at your transit here. This is not a machine that you often see on American roadways, especially with those plates. So explain to me how you got this school bus thing. Well,
at first when I was thinking about doing this European tour, the idea of hauling a van to live in and a trailer, it's so hard to get into like little French and Italian villages. So I looked at the length, width, height and worked out that a high top transit could fit my car, but I'd need to be pretty cunning. So I have to have the ramps high enough so all my toolboxes and spare parts will fit underneath the ramps. I have to take the back off the car and hang it from the roof, so that gives me a place so I can put my toilet and use it in the back. And I have to take the nose off the car and fit it into the cockpit so that I got room to actually get to my barbecue and my refrigerator. But other than that, this has been a wonderful vehicle that I'm self-contained. I can go anywhere, get to the track, unload the car. I've got all my tools, spare engine, spare gearbox, all the bits. And in the 3 years I've had it, I've put, I don't know, 40,000 miles on it, and it's just been terrific. So not only the racing, you get to go to the interesting villages and actually experience the place that we're going to. Same as in America, I'll get around and go to the waterfalls and see whatever I can, but I'm not dragging a big rig down little lanes to do it.